Get our initial descent into Anchorage. Please ensure all gear is properly stowed and fasten your seatbelt.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in Alaska and I'm gonna travel land, air, and sea with a couple of friends. Here's what to expect in this video. So I'm traveling with some friends. One of them you already know. You've seen him on my channel many times on 6x6, Madagascar, and whatever other appearances he made, and that's Ramir. And then we have Juan and Erwin. So we all love to travel. For land, we chose an RV. Honestly, this was an RV experience for all of us. We have never done it before. We thought to ourselves it was gonna be epic and it was gonna be nice to do so. So we rented just any of them because honestly, we did this trip very last minute. We used a website called outdoorsy.com to book our RV. And the moment we saw the RV, we had to call her Betty because she screamed grandma. The interior was so bland, had wood trim everywhere, but regardless, she had everything we needed. Now that we got the RV, we went to go get some supplies before heading down to Seward. And this is where our sea portion of the trip was gonna take place. So we drove through the night and was greeted in the morning with horrible weather. It was windy, it was raining, and our boat tour was actually canceled. So we had to take a risk. Do we stay an extra day, knowing that the weather could be just as bad tomorrow, or not? Luckily, we took a risk, and the next day was perfect. We woke up to beautiful scenery of mountains and ocean, and we thought to ourselves, this is what RVing is all about. We literally put an RV there as if that's our own real estate for the night. So that added already to the experience of an RV. We played video games the night before, we partied the night before.
Whiskey on the Alaskan rocks.
Alaskan Rockies.
Now we're parked right in front of the ocean with mountains. It was gorgeous. Beautiful day to see Seward, and Seward is a coastal town with a lot of shops and boats everywhere, marinas, little small town vibe, but it's really beautiful with mountains everywhere. So the first thing that we're actually gonna do is this tour right here. So we're gonna hopefully see some nice glaciers, rock formations, and just whatever Alaska can offer on the sea. Kind of hard to talk on this tour because, well, the wind is very loud, and also the engines and the waves, everything that's going on. It actually takes a lot out of you. Some of the guys are already sleeping. I fell asleep by accident once or twice. These tours go from like 6 to 8 hours. We took the 6-hour one since, you know, we want to go other places. But oh, look at this.
It's all coming. It's like going deeper in the hole.
Oh, wow. It was extremely worth it, very beautiful, and I would definitely recommend taking that tour. After Seward, we went to Denali, and this is probably the worst part of the trip. We went from luxury living to
Survival. Stone Age.
So give a rundown to why we're doing all this right now.
Well, right now, we're only 3 days into our 7-day trip. We can't dump any water, so that means the wastewater is full. We don't have a place to fill water, so we have one tank.
So what are you guys doing?
It's broken, like there's no handle on the...
Nope, just a little knob.
It's our savior right here.
Yeah, man.
Juan?
How many stops did we make already?
At least like 10.
I don't want to exaggerate, maybe 10.
And for
Yeah.
propane.
For propane, either they don't have or nobody knows how to use the machine.
Not that hard.
There you go. Clearly Denali wasn't working out, so we decided to head out to Fairbanks a day early, and luckily we did. So while we were in Fairbanks, which by the way, Fairbanks looks like it was affected by COVID very badly. There's broken glass everywhere, steel frames. It just looked very strange and just, it didn't look that nice at all. So we really didn't spend time at Fairbanks. The only good thing about Fairbanks for us is we found a visitor center, and that visitor center gave us information on where we can find someone to fly us. So now the flight portion of our trip is finally gonna happen. A small town that's 5 hours away from where we were, near Denali, funny enough. So we decided, before we head down, we need to see what's close to Fairbanks. And we found Chena Hot Springs, which is a quirky little place with a nice cabin feel, but a lot of random things outside. Rusted cars, sculptures, and even a large airplane. But for 14 bucks, it was definitely worth the stay. Now for my favorite part of the trip, Talkeetna Air Taxi. They have a couple different packages. We chose the Voyager one with Glacier landing, and here's how it went. Oh man. We landed in the middle of nowhere on a glacier. How epic is that, right?
It's crazy. Like, if you see a 360
I mean,
view,
just look.
look at this thing.
This is insane. In the middle of nowhere.
There's animal tracks.
It's crazy. I love it.
It still hasn't hit.
It hasn't hit yet?
It's like,
Definitely recommend this for anyone that's out here. I know the price might scare you, 400, 500, but let me tell you,
worth it.
it's so worth it. Worth every penny. Thank you for watching, and again, everything we did is in the description below, so if you want to do the same trip or maybe a similar one, look at the bio.
Well, sir, our captain has arrived in your pilot shop.
Let's get out of here.
Happy birthday, baby! How old are you?
69.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. We have a 1912 rust bucket, and guess what? Manual. Let's go. Ramir's marking territory in the middle of a glacier. How majestic.
Hey! What are you guys doing in my bed? I knew you were playing games, right?
Some people think that if you drink, you get drunk. It's not always the truth. Except tonight.